On June 25, 1950, the Korean War erupted as North Korean forces crossed the 38th parallel. Both sides immediately launched aggressive propaganda campaigns to justify their actions and mobilize public support. South Korea emphasized invasion and defense of freedom, while North Korea framed it as a war of liberation. Radio broadcasts and newspapers became key tools, spreading bold headlines and urgent bulletins to shape perceptions. This marked the beginning of an information war that would parallel the physical conflict. Radio became the primary battlefield for psychological warfare. Both sides flooded the airwaves with competing narratives. South Korea broadcasted messages of resistance and hope, while North Korea proclaimed imminent victory. Soldiers in trenches tuned into portable radios, and civilians huddled around receivers at home. The static-filled transmissions carried not just news, but also coded instructions and morale-boosting anthems. This auditory war deepened divisions and sowed confusion behind enemy lines. Aircraft from both sides littered the skies with propaganda leaflets, aiming to demoralize troops or encourage defections. These papers carried promises of safe surrender, exaggerated battle outcomes, or appeals to ideological loyalty. Soldiers on the ground picked them up cautiously, some crumpling them in anger, others reading intently. The leaflets, often bilingual, revealed the war's psychological reach, where words could be as lethal as bullets. Prisoners of war faced intense propaganda-driven interrogations. Captors used psychological tactics, alternating threats with promises to extract information or secure defections. Interrogation rooms featured posters of opposing leaders, their stern faces looming over nervous captives. Some POWs broke under pressure, while others resisted, turning the sessions into silent battles of will. These encounters underscored how war eroded trust and reshaped identities. Loudspeakers mounted along front lines blared messages urging enemy soldiers to defect. Voices, sometimes of former comrades, detailed warm meals and humane treatment awaiting surrenders. The sounds echoed across no man's land, mingling with gunfire. Some soldiers covered their ears. Others listened, their faces conflicted. These broadcasts epitomize the war's paradox, offering salvation through betrayal. Both sides weaponized misinformation, fabricating battle outcomes or diplomatic developments to confuse the enemy. Print shops churned out forged orders, and rumors spread like wildfire. Command centers struggled to distinguish truth from lies, leading to chaotic decisions. This fog of war showed how narratives could destabilize armies as effectively as flanking maneuvers. A single false report could trigger retreats or reckless advances. For global audiences, both sides staged dramatic events. Fake surrenders rehearsed heroics to sway opinion. Cameras captured spontaneous acts of bravery, while journalists unwittingly amplified curated narratives. These spectacles aimed to legitimize causes or demonize foes, turning war into theater. The images circulated worldwide often bore little resemblance to the grim reality faced by those on the ground. Governments mobilized civilians through rallies, films, and posters. Children waved flags at parades. Theaters screened patriotic reels depicting idealized heroism. These efforts masked the war's horrors, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. Yet beneath the slogans, fatigue grew, especially as bombings and rationing bit deeper. Morale campaigns revealed how hope and coercion intertwined to sustain societies at war. Spies infiltrated propaganda networks, stealing or sabotaging leaflets and broadcasts. Undercover agents swapped briefcases in alleyways, censors burned compromising documents. These shadow wars disrupted carefully crafted narratives, forcing constant adaptations. The irony was stark. The same governments that preached transparency relied on deceit to control information flows. As armistice negotiations began in 1953, propaganda reached its peak. Radios blared final appeals. Newspapers printed conflicting peace terms. Trenches filled with smoldering leaflets, some urging fight, others surrender. The war ended in stalemate, but its stories persisted. shaping Korea's divergent identities for decades. This invisible battlefield proved that even after guns fell silent, words continued to wage war.